Hello, welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. Well, today we have a special guest, and he's going to be getting on the train from D.C., going back to New York. Dear friend, Mike Esterman, he's an agent for the stars. Mike Esterman is here. Hey, buddy, how you been, buddy?
What's going on, JoJo?
All right,
I
all right.
love that music. I'm still dancing. It's like Vegas meets Hollywood.
There you go, there you go. Well, I'm sure you're probably accustomed to all these Hollywood stars. I mean, you represented so many of the great ones in the past. You've been an agent for decades already, from what I understand, over 20 years booking agents.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a booking agent, you've
It's been like,
you have guys like
yeah,
Mario.
it's been like two decades.
2 decades, right? We have guys like Mario Lopez, Smokey Robinson, Lady Gaga, Paris Hilton, Garth Brooks. Yeah, just to name P. Diddy. You know, just to name a few of the hundreds of entertainers you deal with. But I know that you and I, one day we were here in Las Vegas, and you had me at an event at a convention center. I think it was an alcohol convention. And
Oh, yeah.
and you had me meet Teresa from the New Jersey Housewives, and a couple of celebrities that were there.
Teresa, that's right.
Teresa, yeah. And whatever
That's
happened
right, Dice.
Yeah, Dice Clay. Yeah, whatever happened to Teresa? What's she doing these days?
Teresa's still doing it. Look, Teresa Giudice, she's still on New Jersey Housewives.
Yeah.
We know that Andrew Dice, he's doing his stand-up show, still on some touring dates here and there.
Yeah.
The people that you met, if I haven't booked them, I've at least rubbed elbows with them or seen them somewhere in my travels, because every day or every week I'm usually in the mix of whether it's shows, whether it's events, whether I'm with Mario, which is my main guy for 2 decades, Lopez, who's always got, we started doing nightclub bookings. Now it's all corporate stuff as we got older, and the times have changed, the bookings have changed, the buyers have changed. So we're doing a lot of corporate stuff, and not only for him, but whether it's Anthony Anderson, Vivica Fox. Right now, we got a Cedric Entertainer comedy request coming in. We got Gavin doing a performance in Dallas, teachers event coming up in June. I mean, there's stuff always coming in to my Esterman.com website, so the inquiries are always there. It's always about just connecting the people. So I'm just a connector. Yeah, I'm the agent to the stars. If you want to, make it fancy, a celebrity agent is to some, but really I'm a talent broker. Most people book, some people, sell real estate. I just sell names, people. That's basically what I do.
You seem like you're very busy. You're always on the move, always doing something, and I'm very proud of you. You and I have been close friends, and you've always,
thanks.
Always been so kind. We always stay in contact for so many years.
Well, I'm one guy.
Yeah.
I'm me, myself, and I'm only one guy. If they had more of me, I could be more places. But because of that, right now I'm racing in New York because I just landed last night from L.A. I was with everything out there with Mario in there, and then they've got Super Bowl weekend is upon us, so everybody's all over the place. So instead of me going, which I wasn't lucky in the Super Bowl stuff, so what I did is came home in the Maryland, D.C. area for a few days, and while I was here tonight, I have an off day, so I wanted to go visit my friends that I grew up with also in the 80s, 90s when I was doing my own dance show, and came back from, I was doing Dance Party USA, I was doing American Bandstand as a dancer, then started my own local DC area dance show at like 2 in the morning. It was airing, and I would tape it live in nightclubs. Well, these 80s freestyle artists or 90s freestyle artists that we all know are the ones that I kind of grew up with. And to this day, I keep relations, talks with these people. And tonight in New York at the Radio City Music Hall is the big freestyle jam. Stevie B, Pretty Poison, Cover Girls, Sweet Sensation, TKA, you know probably many of these names, Lisa, Deborah Cox, Taylor Dane, they're all there. So these are people we all grew up with. And tonight it's like a reunion.
So you are
personal, just to go up and say hi to everybody.
So you were a dancer back in the day before you became an agent. Is that correct?
Yeah. I know. Some of my YouTube stuff.
You were doing all your stuff?
Some of my YouTube stuff from back in the 80s days. I had the mullet. I had the Mario Lopez mullet.
Yeah.
Hair, and I'd be doing my little dance with my Zeke Havarichis and the white, Capizio dance shoes. I was like, woo, wow. I was doing it.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, nowadays, I'm not I'm not as good on my feet as they say, as I'm not as light as I used to be.
Well, you could have fooled me because you're always moving on your feet. You're always going. You're like always dancing. But one thing you and I have in common, brother,
Well,
we go to the same barber. You know what I mean?
yeah, there you go. Right. Smooth as butter, baby. Smooth as butter.
We put our two heads together, and we put our two heads together. You know what you see?
Right?
A big ass.
It's like a double moon. It's a double moon.
I call it an ass. Two heads together.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm so glad that you and I were able to hook up because I know you're doing so many things. Who's your favorite booking? Who's your favorite star that you have right now? I mean, you have a lot of.
Well, like I said, I get requests. So I love the fact that I'm like the plug, as they refer to today, or the connector, the people connector. So somebody would come to me because I've just been around for so many years, and just the name is synonymous now. Right. Hopefully, right. I built a good name with Esterman, Esterman.com, or Esterman anywhere on IG, Instagram. I've got everybody that I work with, or am with, or just rub elbows with. They're all on there. So the people effect has been really good with like I was just last night with Lisa Rinna's on Beverly Hills, Housewives, Anthony Anderson, like I said last week, he's right now at the Super Bowl stuff doing some parties. So these people would ask, hey, I'm looking to book or I've got a corporate event, I'm looking for talent. And then they give me their, wish list, parameters. What are they looking for, the day of the week, where in the world? And then it's me to suggest or help them find who they want for their event. And that's kind of what I do.
Okay, now if somebody wants to become an entertainer, what good advice can you give our viewers? They want to become entertainers. Where should they go? Everybody wants to be a star. Where do they go?
That's the problem. That's the problem. Because the tagline of what I'm known for is I don't make stars, I book them.
You book them. Okay.
So the thing is I don't make these people celebrities. I'm not an agent meaning getting them talent. I don't book them on casting calls. I don't get them in the biz. They do that themselves.
Right.
But when they become a household or notable name, then it's a marketable selling name that others, the buyers, the people that want to book, they're the ones that know who they want. If they say, oh my God, I've heard of this guy, he's a new singer or whatever, that's who they want, then they'll come to me and say, hey, I want so-and-so. Can you get me so-and-so? They come to me really with the name. That's the beauty of this world, is where the names sell themselves.
Somebody says, I want you to book Joe Cortez, Mr. Fair
There you
Firm.
go. There you go. I know a guy who knows Joe Cortez. So I give you a call and say, hey, Joe, I got something here for you. Somebody wants you to do a hosting of an event or a charity event, whatever it is. And boom, that's when you and I talk. I got this for you. Put it on a plate, and you tell me what you want to do or rebuttal to. And do you want to do it? Is it not good? And with your feedback, that's how it narrows down to do something.
I got a guy here in Vegas named Sites. He reminds me a little bit of some famous singer from back in the day, like Prince. He looks something like Prince. That guy is a hell of a performer. Sites. You see him, he's here in Vegas, performing for many years. I'm going to send you a link one day of Sites. What an entertainer, him and his wife, Deanne. But Sites is the guy, he's the lead of this group. I mean, he's unbelievable. But one day I introduce you to him, you can see the kind of talent that he has. I tell you, this guy's super talented. Anyway, tell us a little bit about what is in the near future for you in this year, next year, what's going on?
With what's coming up? In the scheme of things, is that what you asked?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yeah, in the stream of things.
Well, like I said, there's for me personally, or the booking requests. I mean, they're all over the world. There's some people that are getting booked in Dubai. We got people that are going to, other events that I wish I could. I try to travel where I can. But again, being one guy, I pick my favorite places that I haven't been, and I try to go with those. But there's always stuff coming on, whether it's a film, there's different films that are being, somebody might want somebody to do some background stuff.
Yeah.
It's always a speaking thing. Now it's more branding. There's a lot of brands that want, like right now I'm doing, helping Richard Branson's Virgin Voyages cruise line. And because of COVID the past 2 years, they haven't really been doing much. But now this year, they say the whole cruise industry is coming back. So now you've got J-Lo if you look now, J-Lo is doing some promotion with Virgin, going to be kicking off a Miami thing where she'll be out there promoting something as she's like an ambassador for Virgin now. So like Mario's done some cruise lines naming of the ship, like for MSC Cruise Line, we did one a few years ago. Or you hear Queen Latifah did a naming of a Carnival cruise out of New York.
Right.
So those are other opportunities. I mean, with the type of requests.
And I was asked a while back for some group from Great Britain about going on a cruise and talking about my career in boxing. They wanted me to do several weeks ago out on this cruise. They said, Joe, you can go wherever you want to go. We'll send you out there. And you can go from 1 week to another week, a second week, third week, whatever you want to do. And have a 40-minute talk show like 4 times a week on a cruise line. Then COVID came down and everything shut down. And that's the last.
It's like,
well, you know, I got hit.
It did that for everybody.
You know, I got hit with COVID real bad. You know, I was hospitalized for 5 months. But you know what? I refused to take the full count.
Wow.
I came back, and I told a lot of my senior friends out there, don't give up. You know, keep going forward, because no matter how old you're getting, keep yourself active and believe in yourself, love yourself, and making sure you keep going forward and pay it forward. And that's what I love doing. That's why we have it on the show, to tell the viewers out there, don't give up. I don't care how old you're getting. Keep going forward.
True.
Believe in yourself. You can make it.
It's true. I think it's a lot to do with the positive mentality, the positive attitude.
Absolutely.
Because remember, I call it the Oprah effect. Remember, her big thing was, you think positive things will happen. It's a positive vibe.
That's for sure. You know, I got friends. I have my co-host coming on the show. We're going to start a new show. So on the Joe Cortez Show, my co-host will be Susan Pratt. And she's going to be coming on the show. And she's very positive about herself. And I know she's going to be a great co-host. We're going to be doing so much, helping people out there, getting messages out there, doing things, especially with senior citizens, and working a lot with the kids out there.
Wow.
A lot of the young kids out there need a lot of direction, a lot of help. So Susan and I will be talking about what to do and keep yourself active and keep yourself focused and doing the right things in your life. Yeah,
that's right. You got to stay healthy, stay focused, and God bless you. You came out real nice, and you're feeling good now. Right? You're strong. You can do this.
I still got a little spark of the old flash. I remember Mario Lopez used to come to the fights all the time. When he first started out, we used to hang around ringside. He used to come to the fights all the time. Him and Mark Anthony and J-Lo and Eva Longoria, all that. We always used to hang out together. It was just a great time being with these celebrities. They were all just regular people, as you well know. Mario was a sweetheart.
Yep.
But Mario is one of my favorites because he's always kept our friendship and always stayed loyal to you as a friend and as one of your great talents. Mario Lopez, I'm very proud of him. Every time I go someplace, I see a little picture of him advertising, whether it's food, whether it's gym equipment, whatever. He's involved with so many things. Now, do you have a lot to do with Mario Lopez, booking him with all these different things that he's doing out there today?
Not on the TV and film. That he has his other stuff that's what made him who he is for years. But I handled the stuff outside of the TV and film, like I said, the corporate events, the branding, sponsorships. Sometimes there's a lot of platforms as he's grown, and he's great with all that stuff. That he's just builds and builds. So whether it's his must-see movie channel that you see in every hotel, whether it's his boxing podcast, The 3 Knockdown Rule, he has got his iHeartRadio show, which is syndicated nationwide. He's got his Christmas films on Lifetime. You name it. You know, there's products being sold all over, TJ Maxx and, Ross. I mean, the guy just keeps going and going. He's the Energizer Bunny that doesn't slow down. So I'm fortunate to work with him and just be a part of wherever I can help to bring in whatever deals that come across.
No, he's a good guy, and I was talking to recently, Evander Holyfield and Ruddick Bowe. Those guys fought 3 times. They had a trilogy, those 3 fights they had big. And most recently, I was speaking to Evander Holyfield, and he says, yes. Ruddick Bowe said, yes, well, no problem. Evander Holyfield says, yes, I want to do that. So maybe one day we're going to get together to do a show. Hopefully, you'll be the agent for that. You can help us book a corporate event.
Hey, that'd be awesome.
I want to get these 2 guys and myself, because I was the third man when they were fighting the first fight and the third one. And I
Right.
want to talk to the audience about these two great heavyweight champions of the world, who the great battles that they had. And I want to get out there and
That's right.
talk about those epic rounds that they had. Those 3 fights were unbelievable. Yeah.
That would be good for even the cruise lines, I'm thinking, to do
Yeah,
little
exactly.
see these masterminds right now. Masterminds are big for conferences. Maybe there's something there where we get the three of you guys to do. Even in Dubai, they did the center of the mall.
Yeah.
They do this huge mall, and they do a Q&A of celebs inside the middle of the mall. You never know. I mean, that's a great thing once we put it out there to market and see who grabs it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? These are all iconic figures in the boxing world, so why wouldn't they be interested, right?
Yeah, exactly. Evander Holyfield, every day he said, ever since I spoke to him, every day he sends me an email about something. He's very religious, a good man.
Wow.
And he's always staying in touch. And Riddick Bowe, another great heavyweight who's very sharp.
Yep.
They're both very sharp. They still got their marbles together, which I like to see. And they were some epic wars. I mean, the only one I didn't referee was the second one. That's when the Fan Man came in. Caesar's Palace. Remember, Fan Man came in to the ring with a fan on his back. That was Mills Lane didn't referee that fight. But I did the first and the third. What great fights. And the fans want to know more about these guys. And hopefully we can get them on the cruise line one day and have an audience, a theater, where we can talk about these great fights. I think it'd be very interesting. Yeah.
I agree. Even outside of Vegas, I know Vegas, everybody thinks, well, Vegas, they're just doing Vegas. Well, even outside of Vegas, there's so many other places that are great venues and, audiences that would take this anywhere. So that definitely would be something to have to look into.
L.A., New York, Dubai,
Florida,
Great
Texas.
Britain, everywhere. I mean, even Radio City Music Hall. Why not?
Right, or even a lot of casinos, a lot of casino dates, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool thing. I'm going to look into that for you. I'm looking into that. I like that idea.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good. But you know what? I also like to get Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran. I referee both of these guys, not fighting each other, but I referee those guys. That's also really two good guys to have. Roberto Duran, Manos de Piedra. A lot of people know him as No Mas. When he quit, when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard, that great fight, but it was great. The great fights I like it. I'm sure you love it. You still talk about it. Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. Unfortunately, Marvin Hagler passed a couple of years ago. But can you imagine just talking about that kind of a fight with Sugar Ray Leonard? Tommy Hearns is still around. Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, two good guys who have on the show. I mean, you could do so much with these type of entertainers, because that's what they do today. They don't fight.
Isn't Oscar De La Hoya doing a lot of stuff now? I know he's got there's like a new documentary of his life coming out, but I don't know if I know he's more of a promoter now.
Yeah,
he was really big back in the day too.
Yeah, I referee Oscar De La Hoya on six different occasions, but it'd be good to get him and Fernando Vargas together that I referee, him and so many other fights. I've refereed 6 of his fights, but how about Manny Pacquiao? What a talent he has.
Oh, yeah.
Manny Pacquiao is another good one. I refereed with Juan Manuel Marquez. I refereed him against.
That's right.
Oh, man, he was great fighter. Eric Morales, and he was just a great fighter. Yeah,
these guys, I don't know if they'll ever go in the ring again, but I know they're just, they retired maybe on top, didn't want to do it anymore, or a great comeback, or who knows?
Manny Pacquiao retired about a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Yep.
And Juan Manuel Marquez today, I'm reading online, where Juan Manuel Marquez was asked to box an exhibition.
He's doing more politics now, I think, right?
Yeah, he is in the Philippines. But Juan Manuel Marquez, who knocked out Manny Pacquiao, they fought 4 times. Oof. I refereed the first one when he put Marquez went down 3 times in the first round. I let the fight continue, and he ended up getting a draw in that fight with Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
They fought fight 2, 3, and 4. And what Bob Arum, the promoter, said it the best. He said, if Joe Cortez would have stopped the first fight 2, 3, and 4 would have never occurred. But in that 4th fight, Manny Pacquiao got knocked out cold by Juan Manuel Marquez. So now Manny Pacquiao said, come on, Marquez, let you and I box an exhibition. And Juan Manuel Marquez says, no, it will not be an exhibition because he knows what I did to him the last time. There won't be a boxing exhibition. It'll be a war. So he says he don't want to do that. He said, Joe, I don't need the money. I don't have to be fighting this guy again. He's dangerous.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have seen your share of fights. Let me tell you, you've been in the most unique positions. God bless you. That's why you are a Hall of Fame referee, my man.
Well, I can tell you one thing is that if it wasn't for boxing, I don't know why, because I love boxing. I mean, boxing is something. When they did a blood test on me the other day, my DNA came out. Boxing. I tested positive for boxing. You know, that's in my blood, man. You know, I love it. I love it. I just love
That's right.
it.
What would you? That's right. What else would you imagine yourself doing if you weren't doing this?
I'll be next to you and Mario Lopez. I'll be doing my show. I'll be doing my dancing. I'll be doing everything with you guys. I love entertainment. If I had to live a second life again, I'll be Mario Lopez's shoe. You know, I love entertainment. I love being around people. I love talking to people because I think my thing is helping people out and get them to believe in themselves. I mean, come on, why not? I was being bullied when I was growing up in New York in Spanish Harlem, and I got into boxing. And I said, you know, that's what gave me the confidence and the discipline to be somebody special and to help other people. That's why today I'm always out there helping out wherever I can, because I love to show people that you have to believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Do anything you want to do in this world. I think I can do anything. Give me any job to do anything, I'll do it. So anyway, I tell people out there, listen to yourself, care about yourself, be disciplined, and pay it forward.
That's right. Well, aren't you, speaking of that, helping other people, you're doing something now at your own residence. Don't you do a big thing to help you and your wife? Well, they help people elderly or something like that, right?
Yeah, I have an assisted living. It's called La Mansión. You know, the mansion, La Mansión, LV. It's in Las Vegas. It's a high-end assisted living. And it's a beautiful piece of property. It's a house that I lived in for like almost 20 years. And it's a 18,000 square foot home on 5 acres, but it's the most beautiful assisted living you want to see. All the rooms there are like Ritz-Carlton type of suites in the house. 12 suites or 12 high-end suites. It's beautiful. We love it. And this coming Sunday, the Super Bowl, we're having a big party for the seniors there that they can watch in the theater and the big screen. They can watch the football game. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, you're helping people. They love it. I'm sure they're very appreciative. What a great place. I got to check that out.
Yeah, maybe we'll reserve a room. I will reserve a room, room 14 and 13.
When I get older,
you take room 14.
It'll be my retirement place.
you take 14, I take 13. We'll be buddies in the assisted living. Yeah.
I love it. No, it sounds beautiful, man. God bless you on that.
Anyway, so a couple of more things I want to know about you.
Sure.
How do you get started in this business?
Oh my God, I was helping I'm still living in DC area, and there was a nightclub. There's a nightclub in DC area called VIP Club and Platinum Club. There was two clubs, and this owner, he would book celebrities every weekend. It was part of his thing. He wanted to be known as the VIP celebrity place. Then when you come to DC area, that was the nightlife. And that's when the club bookings were at its biggest. So me just loving to be at the clubs, dancing just to have fun. And of course, great way to back then, single, meeting people and ladies and whatever. So I would put guest lists together for free ladies to come check out the club. It was just a thing that, people would do. They print out their flyers back then and they'd get their VIP access. And because it was such a popular club, it was very hard to get into. So I was in a fortunate position to say, I'm going to get my own guest list together and act like I'm a VIP host. And I would have these people come. Well, every time I was there, the owner thought that, you're great at, showing my place around to people that you bring in on your guest list. Why don't you help me with these people that are performing to be like a liaison, a hospitality person, somebody to help them, show them where the hotel is, check them in, bring them a sound check, make sure they get their stuff in, because these all things happened before the club opened. And he was one of those owners that wouldn't come to the club until midnight, when the height of everything. So it just was a perfect place for me just to volunteer my services, kind of just to be in the place to be. And then it grew from there and built these rapports with people that he was booking, whether it was Carmen Electra back then, Roger Lodge of the Blind Date Show. They had people from, all these music artists that were big from other countries. And it was just really cool to meet those people. And that's kind of how we built. Rob Bass, I remember back then. He just had everybody. And just being around him, I didn't know it was a business, but people were requesting these people to be at other clubs. Hey, you were with so-and-so at this club. Can you help me get them at something else. And I was just like, sure, I'll put you in touch with them just as a friend and as a colleague to help wherever I could.
Right.
And it just kind of snowballed into that. It was like, wait, you're helping me book people. You should be getting a fee. And I was like, I'm just helping to be a friend. And they just turned it was a business that I didn't know about. And then I started booking MTV's Real World casts as just inexpensive people at nightclubs that they wanted. Because, again, they were requested. So then people started doing what they do today. And they asking me, can you help me get a hold of this person and that person? Because they felt I was in the position to do that.
Right.
And that's kind of how it snowballed into what it is now. So I'm fortunate how it progressed, but I had no plans that it would have ever gotten to this. But here I am.
Yeah. There's a shows in Vegas, there's all kinds of shows in Las Vegas. Are you still booking individuals here in Las Vegas on the corporate level?
Wow.
Are you still doing
I know there's a lot of residencies out there. I haven't done residency deals, but it's great to see that, look, that's a big platform that any artist, when they get to that level, the Bruno Mars of the worlds and the J-Los and Pitbulls and all them, that get a residency, I mean, that's a whole nother life they brought among their fans and the notoriety that they bring to those casinos.
Yeah,
they sell a lot of tickets.
Yeah, Bruno Mars is here right now. He's in Vegas this week. So he performed one of the hotels.
He's great.
Yeah.
Everybody loves him,
Now,
a lot of energy.
Not everybody loves him. Who loves you? Who's the one in your life these days? I mean, are you single, ready to mingle, or what?
You know what? Yeah, I have to, because of my lifestyle and the few and far between. I don't think I would. You know what? I take that back. I'm single, yeah, but I guess if the right person came along, if the right person was there, I would probably change my times and change the way I do my daily. But because I'm free and no obligations, I choose to stay busy.
Yeah.
But you're right. If you get that significant other, yeah, you change at the time. You go with the times. Okay, now it's time to be, more, change my schedule a little bit better. That's all. I don't know.
You want to
I have to cross that bridge when I get to it, right?
Yeah. Traveling the way you are, you're like the Gypsy King, always traveling, man. You don't stop.
Well, I guess it's only because I can, and I have the freedom to do that. So why not? You live once, you get to rub a lot of, elbows and shoulders with people, and if I'm able to do it, it keeps me alive inside and busy and feel useful to everybody, whether I'm making the money or just being, as a colleague. It's great to have the camaraderie. The camaraderie, as I say, I can't say it. Camaraderie with people, right?
So now
it's just building rapport.
Somebody wants to reach out to you at Mike at Esterman.
Esterman.com is always the best, or even my Instagram. I see most of all my stuff there. Mike Esterman is just my name.
MikeEsterman.com.
I'm easy to find.
Easy to find.
Yeah. No, it's Esterman. Esterman.com. And my Instagram is Mike Esterman. Okay. But that's pretty much, and everybody just calls me Esterman.
Okay, but your email address is mike@esterman.com.
Oh, my email, mike@esterman.com. It's also, anything with my name is pretty much, you'll find me.
So hopefully somebody will be watching this show. They want to get a hold of you. Mike@esterman.com. That's where we reach out.
If you need people, I'm the connector. You need a name, I can get them for you. Any name. Anywhere in the world.
You're the man. You're the man, of course. Anyway, listen,
it keeps me busy.
We want to wish you the best of luck and thank you for being
thank you.
Thank you for being on our show this week. And
Same
again,
to you.
And I want to tell you, buddy, keep your guards up at all time, protect yourselves at all time, and give me a clean fight.
There you go. Clean fight.
Take care, buddy. God bless. We'll catch you. Take care.
Thanks,
Talk to you
Joe.
soon.
Great seeing you online here.
God bless.
Good luck to you, bum man.
Bye-bye. Same here. Goodbye.